What is up, guys? Coach Leo here, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a gameplay guide on, it's come to my attention that, I had some coaching sessions recently, and, we had some good conversations around our relationship with our team, and, how jungle is just a really, really hated role. And, yeah, basically what I want to talk about is, as a jungler, you need to have thick skin, and you need to also have good habits around problematic teams. Okay, I'm playing Hecarim. I'm a bit of a Hecarim tan lately, so this is a placeholder once again. But our relationship with our teammates, guys, this is something that you really, really need to, not only is it just going to save you mentally, right? So things like, of course, we only have, party chat on and things like this. But also just, I'm probably gonna mess up this clear as I speak, but yeah, we also need to just recognize the fastest way for you to improve is going to be making your own decisions, right? So if your team pings you to do something and you blindly follow it, I basically told this student, I said, look, I don't really know what we can learn from this. The only thing we can learn is hey, don't follow your teammates' pings, right? So also for the sake of accountability and you being able to be oh, that was my decision, it's really, really important that you be assertive. Okay. Now, obviously, especially on carry junglers as well, Hecarim, carry jungler, you need to be the carry, right? You need to carry the game. You need to be assertive. So that's something I want to try and show you guys in this game, no matter how, hopefully my team is problematic in this game, so I can show you guys what to do. And then, yeah, the last thing is just about adapting to, your team and what happens in the game. And, sometimes things are not always going to go your way. Sometimes, there's going to be a dragon fight. It's going to be your soul. And for whatever reason, your top laner just decides that he doesn't want to fight that, right? So also the game is it's not asking you basically what you think. You could have the correct play in your mind, but what the game is really trying to ask of you is can you adapt to the pieces, the chess pieces on the board, okay? So like always, of course, we will be talking about fundamentals. We warded the enemy raptors, so we know that the enemy jungle should be topside. Mr. Fiddlesticks. So we got some spare time here. We do just want to we kind of low-key want to look for the gank on Ashe here. I mean, I think I might be on a ward, but I think blowing the Ashe's flash here is pretty good still. I mean, we might even be able to kill if my team lands anything. I think he's dead. He's dead. Nice. Okay, what is the reason I went for this gank, guys? Over going straight for Scuttle. They simply were just not respecting me. And because we had a level 1 ward on enemy chickens, we know that the enemy Fiddlesticks was topside. Now, something that's really, really important that my Kog'Maw did here was to ping Ashe's flash. Something very important. I'm gonna just drop my ward down here real quick, and we are on tempo. Now, something important, guys, to carry these games as well. Okay, of course, fundamentals. Of course, you got to be locked into your own game. So, the enemy Fiddlesticks is pathing to the top side here. Oh, we see another flash here. We're doing some click and pans. We think, is this a high percentage gank? Is it not? I'ma just clear here. I'ma look around. This could have been a little bit of an int check, but since Jace has flash, right, my number one game plan right now, guys, is very important that you actually don't go to gank this Jace. And the reason is because you've got a guaranteed play on the bot side. Okay, you've got a guaranteed play on the no flash Ashe and also the dragon timer. Very important that you don't waste time in this round. Okay, so we clear. We could have been pinging where Fiddlesticks is, to be honest with you, but that's okay. We see his raptors spawning. I just cleared a little bit faster than him, so that's why he's a little bit slower than me. And right here, we're going to have a either gank Ashe opportunity or a dragon opportunity. And the reason why I have a sweeper is because I want to sweep that vision. I want to know that I'm not on a ward here. So Ashe has no flash. So this is why we're going for the bot gank instead. Okay, we're using a flash now. We're going to get another kill real quick. And we are instantly going to do the Drake. I'm checking my bot lane's conditions here. I'm just going to ping my Zillion to come and help me. This is also about being assertive, guys. We know that, okay, Ashe is dead. We know that Fiddlesticks is topside. But in this case, we can do the dragon. Right, because our tempo is quite quicker as well. Oh, but they might actually look to fight, potentially. This is why these Drakes are, especially when you're on vision, they can be quite risky. But I'm just banking on the fact that I think Fiddlesticks is on his Krugs. I'm going to ping my top laner as I'm doing the Drake, you know, fundamentals. And then because I have a little bit more time here, I'm not going to instantly base. Okay, bot scuttle spawning in 17 as well. Okay. That is something else we need to think about. 10 seconds on the bot scuttle. What to do here? I'm guessing Fiddlesticks is now basing. And I think this bot scuttle is... Yeah, this bot scuttle is not mine. It's just not mine. So also planning ahead of what you're going to do. All right, fundamentally, this is very, very important to have a clean game. So Fiddle's going to take this. I'm going to do something called... We're going to keep good tempo. What does keeping good tempo mean? It essentially means you're going to be back at your first spawning camps. Unless you're getting something better. Unless you're getting something guaranteed. I'm going to keep checking the chat here. Jay still has flash. So guess what? We're not going to look to randomly gank top. And my team is being good this game. No one's pinging. No one's flaming. Come on, guys. I need you guys to flame. I need you guys to spam ping me so I can show what good habits are around playing around that. But my team's just smurfing it. This might just turn into a fundamentals video, I suppose. It's always a fundamentals video, let's be honest. So as we're farming here, of course, even though we're piling towards the bot side, right, doesn't mean we ignore other lanes. Okay. So Ash's flash is coming back up now. Always track flashes, guys. Always think about flashes. And I don't really think I can invade her Raptors. Oh, I can invade Raptors. It'll show top. And because I do junk... So I wasn't on... You know, I wasn't in time for this play, right? Sometimes you can stay on that side. But in this case, I'm just going to choose to... say fuck my team. And go and counter jungle. And play for myself. Because I predicted that I'm going to get 2 quadrants of farm. Oh, this guy did some... It's money now. I would like to try and pull the Krugs over the wall here. So I can have an easier time in this little transition. There you go. Top lane pings. Does it mean I want to instantly run here? No, it doesn't. It means that I want to have a look. Let it marinate, you see? And once again, yeah, I predict that... Ooh, we got to look at our proximity lanes, though. We got to look at our proximity lanes, though. Of course, you got to update. And this looks like a freebie. We're just going to hit the E. We're actually going to hold the ghost in this case. No flash now. We can send the ult. Cool. Easy clap. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, Fiddle's here. Fiddle has no ult, so I think this is like very... I think this is very like fightable. Yeah, this looks too good. I don't even need to ghost, I don't think. What are they doing? So you see this slight little... I had a little bit of a delay right before, you know, charging in. And yeah, we just got to have a bit of a awareness. Now, what should we do here, guys? We're going to base. We're going to base. I'm actually not 100% sure if this is like 100% the correct thing, but being an assertive jungler is just being decisive as well. It's just being like, okay, like whatever decision you make there, if I like cross back to my bot side, then I do my bot side. Cool. If I decide that I want to clear from top to bot, honestly, that could have been a better play to just agree there because, you know, I'm reviewing in the game. This is something you should not do as well, by the way. But I will do it for the sake of the video. This is, yeah, like you would want to review after the game. But the reason why you could have crossed there, done camps, then reset is because Jace is actually the one with no flash now. So he's actually like a pretty easy kill. So right here, I'm like basically saying that I think that this top gank is 100%. Why do I think it's 100%? Because he's too far up, right? And he has no flash. Okay, so even though I was playing around bot, you guys see how I'm not like... Oh, shit. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, shit. I actually didn't mean to... I mean, again, the thing is, it's not about like, fuck your team as in like, I hate my team. It's just about... It's really just about making your own decisions. That's like the most important thing. We'll take his flash. Guys, habits. Ping it. Ping the flash. Okay, have a look. What's happening bot? Okay, I think Fiddlesticks is used. I'm going to do a click and pan here. So this is called a click and pan, guys. Please listen up. You click and you just watch your character run and you just have your camera here. Then if it looks like nothing, which it does here, I don't want to just blindly enter this darkness here. There's no need. There's absolutely no need for me to stress in this game. Yeah, they made a move bot. Okay, so be it. I wasn't there on time, so be it. Okay? You don't owe your team anything. Okay? You don't owe your bot lane something because the Fiddlesticks ganked. You don't owe your top lane something just because he got ganked or whatever it may be, right? You're simply just answering questions, right? Playing a little bit like a robot. Okay? But obviously little updates, little having a look at what's going on. Very important to make sure, you know, you're not missing any opportunities. Now, we're going to take a dragon here. Okay? Fiddlesticks no ult. Talia is dead. So I'm going to ping it. I'm going to, again, try and use my team with the assist pings. So I'm going to just tell my team, like, what I'm doing, right? Like, again, like, this is just how you can also have a relationship with your team. Oh, if he gets stunned, we're going to ult him. Instantly. This guy's kind of a beast. If we can keep the dragon thing, that's really good. So I didn't know if Fiddle had no flash there, but I was happy with, like, kind of trading. And we're not going to go for this blue here. I think Talia can actually stop us. Like, honestly, that's a decent, like, you could probably take the blue here, but I'm going to show you guys some clean fundamentals, okay? It's kind of, like, bad to do this because I have no smite, because, you know, they could technically move, and I could just waste time. And you don't want to waste time, right? You do not want to waste time when you have guaranteed plays. For example, my blue side. So just think about our tempo this game, right? We're always, like, basically doing something and thinking about something. And I think this kind of game is very, very replicable. And I do think that we were the ones that made the differences in our team winning. Okay, like, obviously, okay, the team is not problematic. Okay, of course, the one video where we want to have a problematic team, we have a great team. But yeah, the fundamentals are still the same. It's still you wanting to make the decisions regardless of how your team is pinging you or playing. So easy plan here, guys. Full clear to bot. And yeah, just playing. Again, also when you're translating your lead, guys, you don't need to, like, just because you're like 2-0 and you've hit your first item, it doesn't mean you flick a button and all of a sudden you just, like, are going super aggression mode. The difference between me having Shojin and being really strong and not is just that there's going to be more available opportunities. Okay, we see... So this is something important to do as well. When you see the enemy jungle make a play like this, and he has no blue buff... Remember, we talked about his blue buff before. You got to think, okay, he has no blue buff. Let's have a look now. And I'm just going to walk over wards here. Like, I'm just going to cancel the wards and just... Because I have a timer here where Fiddle will be basing. And... yeah, we can just look for camps. Okay, someone's TPing bot now. It's a Jace. I think this is still winnable. Wow, they have exhaust too. So I feel like this is just one of those limit testing situations where you just... I mean, it's a limit testing situation where you see the Jace TP, and as long as you... So talking about limit testing, guys, it's actually completely fine to limit test. And what I mean by that is, as long as you're not limit testing for a bad reason. So as long as you're not emotionally limit testing, like, I need to do this, otherwise we're going to lose. Or I'm doing this because, again, my team is pinging me. As long as the limit test is just completely healthy, it's just like, yep, we understand Jace is there, but we think that we can win it, all good. Okay, why don't I do my Raptors here? Because we have a little bit of a spare time there. And again, I'll get asked as well. Like, another common thing that in coaching that I see is like, oh, doesn't you doing the Raptor camp here like mess up your sequencing and all this kind of thing? Guys, when you get past foundation period of jungling, yes, ideally you want your camps to spawn in a cycle, but if you can take something more, you want to have an abundance mindset. You don't want to have a mindset that's like, oh no, I want to be inefficient to be efficient. Okay, my sup is here. We have a sup gap, so we want to kill this guy. And it looks a little bit overforced. We can probably look at the Jace here. I think Fiddlesticks has ult now. So, yeah, again, we do a little bit of like a, a hover here, and then it becomes nothing. And yeah, so when you are really far ahead in games as well, guys, it doesn't just mean, again, just like ooga booga, turn your brain off. It just means that we can do things like this. Like, if the enemy team comes to fight us on the Rift, we can turn around and kill them. And a lot of your decisions as well should be based around objectives. It should be something permanent. We don't dislike kills, right? But a lot of the time we throw games because, all right, quick little click and pan. Something's happening. Something's always happening. Yeah, these guys are cooked. They absolutely cooked. Heckroom guide coming soon, guys. Join the WTL because I'm making the Heckroom guide, as you can see. Okay. I just did the Shyvana guide. Links in the description for the WTL. Okay, so I think that his camps are not up here. Ooh, I did have my Endless Hunger. So, okay, so I'm going to be, you know, let's just say we have a moment of, we're not thinking about something, right? Just get yourself back locked in. Have a look at the map. Look, 20 seconds on the Drake. So even though I should have based instantly, right? Don't go for this play. Don't compensate for, you know, this guy dying or something like that. Be locked into your objective. Okay? So even though, like, yeah, I shouldn't have done the Gromp there. But as long as, you know, you don't need to be like perfect, right? Like, you can take the time. You can even take the time to farm a camp and figure out what you want to do next. Okay? But we do want, when we translate leads, we do really want to be locked in on, like, securing the game cleanly. So here I'm just going to summon the Rift. And I want to try and find the Fiddle too, honestly. But I want to ping my team to Drake here. Ideally. Okay? Ideally, we want to translate our lead. If they overextend here, we can go. But I'm now going to start the Drake. I also want to get my stacks off Drake. So, yep. Let's, okay. We're kind of getting caught. It doesn't look that good because it's 4v5 currently. So here, you see what I'm doing, right? I'm not even going in. I'm literally not getting sucked into this play at all because I know the most important thing in the entire game. We've got to be careful of Fiddle here. The most important thing in the entire game is this Drake. I've seen so many students throw right in that situation right there because they just ooga booga and they think my team's going in, I have to save them. You need to stay locked in. You need to stay locked in. Yes, the score is 16-4. Yes, I'm being a bit anti-fun right now, but okay, you got to lose these games to be able to I'm gonna actually skip my my Krugs here. I don't really need to do this, but my priority is actually just to get the Scuttle and then have more. Okay, guys, you gotta stay locked in. This is also why we talk about, you know, doing 3 blocks, so you don't just like lose your focus in this fight, randomly ulti in and then just int. So numbers checking. So let's talk about the mid game now. So when you're ahead, to translate your lead, the most important things you're going to be thinking about is syncing up with your team. That's number 1. So uptime, downtime. So right now we're about to play uptime in a second. And then choosing something to play for. You could literally just say, I want to play for this blue buff. Okay. So I'm going to, here I want to protect waves and play for this blue and play for vision on the bot side. So you see how I'm moving up now? Because all my teammates are on the map. So we're moving up now. We want to play for this thing. Nice. The Zillion is following me. Huge. No need to overforce. So no need to like ghost ult on that guy. Right? Now we're up with our team. If this guy's out of position, we can just ult on him. Okay, we get a flash here. We cancel his ult. Let's go. And now he's dead. Spin, spin, spin. And we can honestly keep going here. Yep. Yep, we're playing uptime. Our team's near us. We're near our team. So we can kind of help each other. And then we don't need to go too deep. And we want to hit the towers. Okay, I shouldn't actually hit the tower here. If I can get one play, that's not bad. Here, you just want to go and eat all the camps. Okay? So right now, look. More people are here, right? And even in this game, we don't really want to fight this. Okay, never mind. We're TPing. We can fight. Zillion has ult, something to think about. But again, we're not like, you know, we're not like really in. This is just a game of like how to not in. Okay, and they FF. Okay. So clean fundamentals. How this game would have ended is that we would have gone for the last dragon. Okay. So bit of an easier one, but the fundamentals are also still very, very relevant. Okay.